Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at access modifiers in Python. So basically public, private, and protected, and how anything like if it's, for example, defined in the parent class, and if the child class can access them, if someone from outside can access it, and so on. So here we go. Over here you can see another program. So at the top as usual, it's what we're going to do today, then like the rules and last the program. So today we're going to be looking at access modifiers. So a class in Python has three types of access modifiers. One is the public, private, and then protected. And then the super function, like just as a recap, is used to access methods and properties of a parent class. So today we're going to be basically going through like a public access modifier, private access modifier, and protected access modifier, and like the differences between them. So I'm just going to start by defining them. So like a public access modifier, that's basically like any usual inbuilt function that we use. For example, like print or like type or any other kind of normal inbuilt function that we use. Then private is basically like private. So if it's like defined inside a class, if I define it in class ABC, then nothing outside the class, like nothing that's not even the child class or anything outside the class can access like that specific function or variable, whatever you made like the private. And then protected is basically like protected doesn't hold that much meaning in Python. So it will give a warning, like over here in the protected example. It gives it a warning, but it lets it go anyways. So it's like, so basically you should use, like, there's not so much of point using it in Python because it just sort of lets it go. But it does show that it's like meant to be protected. So protected basically means that the child class of the main class can access it, but nothing else. Like it's only the child class or classes. So here we have class book, and then here I have def init and then self comma title. Here I'm defining like title. Then this one like one underscore text. One underscore basically means like protected. So as you can see, this is like a protected one. So here we have like one underscore. So one underscore means protected. And so here then I have def read. Then if length, so if like self.text is equal to 0. So then basically I'm accessing write in its own class. So I'm still in class book, and then here I'm accessing like write in its own class. And write is private, so because there's like two underscores on its left side. Here this is where I'm defining it. And then it's like print I'm reading the book, and then yeah. Then here I have write is private. So here I'm defining write, and then I have accessing the protected variable inside the class. So text is protected, and then I'm accessing it like over here inside the class. So it's not going to throw any kind of error warning. Then it says I'm reading the book, and then whatever book. Then after that we have another class, class textbook, which is basically like a subclass or a child class, so it's the main class book. Here I'm again defining the same thing with title and then super. Then here we have def print text. So then I'm accessing the protected variable from inside the child class because the child class itself, it can access like protected variables that were protected variable or functions that were defined in the parent class. But anything outside, like over here, for example, is outside the child class and the parent class. So then it can't access, it shouldn't be accessing this. Then after that, here I have biology textbook is like textbook biology 101. Then biology read, yeah. So then this is a public. Then protected, yeah, same thing here. So it's a warning, but it's letting it go anyways. Then the public function of the child class that uses protected variable of the parent. So then that's biology textbook.printText. So printText was basically a public function of the child class, and it's using like the protected variable of the parent. And then here I have private. So this one will throw an error. So I'm just going to comment it out for a minute. And now if I run this, so run access modifiers, and here we get I'm writing in the book biology 101. So here we have textbook biology 101, and then I am writing in like the textbook biology 101. So that this one works, and that's equal to hey there. So then this one works over here. After that, then I have the next one. Then I have hey there and hey there. So, and after that, if I go into the private one and uncomment it, now if I run it, then as you can see, it's throwing an error because textbook has no attribute right, like private, like underscore underscore right. So that's basically because textbook over here, this is the child class and it should not be accessing like a private variable from the parent class.